One more time, ladies and gentlemen, the Wonder Women.
Hi everyone, I am Sharita. Some of you know me as Agent Sharita, but I would like to think of myself as more than that. I was one of these people that growing up, I played Monopoly very hard, very aggressively, and that just carried over in the rest of my life. I'm always pushing, trying to have fun with different ventures and not just pigeonhole myself.
A lot of motivation comes out of authenticity. And that's where you have to, like for example, on my page when I'm saying about my day, etc. Yes, you'll see the glamity fun of what I do, but I'll also show you the hard stuff. Because at the end of the day, life is made up of a series of events, good, bad, and more importantly, how you handle it. I usually try to share from a perspective of this is what I've been through, but this is how you can overcome. Part of living this thing that we call life isn't that we're going to avoid challenges and issues, but what sort of attitude are you going to have as you're going through it? For the most part, I could be feeling horrible, a hot mess, but this smile that you see here, the joy of the Lord is my strength, is what helps me through it. So I just try to always share from a perspective of authenticity and the fact that you don't have to be floating on air for life to work out. It is a mixture of the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've definitely seen it in my industry when it comes to entering certain deals. You know, you can sit there, but we'll deal here with the men. And you have to bulldoze your way. There's a certain expectation that ladies are supposed to be polite and decent and diplomatic. And when it comes to the harder nitty-gritty aspect of, let's say, negotiations or difficult talk, that's for the men. And you don't want to stereotype it as such, but this is the reality of what we see. So even when I go to certain clients, I have to talk a certain way in terms of boldly and let them know this is how things are happening. Because unless I put down my foot from early, I will be flicked aside like a little fly. So there's some clients that I have to go in there looking larger than life, otherwise they're not going to take me on just because I am not a male. And there is one quick example. I started a deal, just had a flashback to this. I started a deal with someone to rent out about a 10,000 square foot building. I showed them the property. I give them all the information. But then when they wanted to pursue it, they called another realtor, a male, and said, I prefer that you guide things for me. And unfortunately, the landlord was unethical. So after I did all the work, the landlord dealt with the male agent and the deal was secured. And I have to drive by that business every day. And that's the reality. So